Mukbang time! Hi guys, my name's Chloe, otherwise known as Princess Aspian, and welcome to my channel. Just be me. Oh my gosh, I am so hungry for this. I cannot wait. Okay, let's go. So for those of you who have been keeping up to date with me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, I've been in America for 4 weeks and tonight is my last night. So I thought, instead of going out and exploring the sights and living it up to the fullest, I decided to get Uber Eats and stay in my hotel room and talk to you guys, because what more could a woman want? First off, for those of you who aren't updated and are just watching this video for the first time, hi, how are ya? Nice to meet ya. I've been in America for the past 4 weeks to compete in the Extreme Cowboys World Championship, so I thought what better way than to do a mukbang, Q&A, chatty video with me, because the last time I did one of these a while ago now, you guys seem to really like it, even though it was literally just my phone propped up in a book and me eating Japanese food, and you guys seem to really like it, which is good because I like filming these because there's no script, there's no anything, it's just us chatting. Well, me chatting and you watching, probably with me in the background, while you do something a lot more entertaining. But let's get into it because I'm hungry. Okay, so first of all, Texas has the worst variety of vegan food ever. I would say it is easily one of the hardest places to be vegan. My diet for the past 4 weeks has consisted of hot chips and that's it. Oh, actually that's a lie. I've had burritos the past few nights because it's a very like Mexican area, which is great. But Dallas itself, where I am now, I just like popped up my little Uber Eats app and I discovered that there's a vegan restaurant here, which is all vegan food with stuff I've never had before. So, oh my god, this smells so good. Okay, so I got lettuce wraps with Beyond Meat, and then I got cauliflower buffalo wings. So 2 things which are originally meat, but have been made vegan with vegetable products, because why would you eat a dead animal carcass when you could eat something that is not killing or harming anyone that tastes exactly the same? There we go. Also, sweet tea, because I have become a sweet tea addict while I've been in Texas, and I am genuinely ridiculously sad about the fact that I have to go home, because for no other reason than the fact that we don't have sweet tea in Australia, and it's honestly quite sad because I have probably drunk my body weight in sweet tea every single day. Oh my god, I love sweet tea. Let's get started. Ooh, wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, look at this. Holy moly. Okay. Right, let's try this out. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of spicy. Ooh, wait, that's spicy. Wait, cauliflower is spicy. That is the most white person thing I have ever said. Let's get on to the questions. So I put up a questions thing on my Instagram story asking for topics and discussion points and stuff, so we're just gonna eat and chat. If you have something to eat, please get it. Get yourself a cuppa. Get yourself something to do. This is just gonna be an easy, chatty video. Did you try a new food / meal that you didn't know but now you love while in America? Yes, sweet tea. And apparently, cauliflower wings, even though they're very, very spicy. Oh my god. Am I a wimp? What else did I try? Not a whole lot, because I really just kind of stuck to what I knew I could eat, because there wasn't a whole lot of options around until today. Oh, matcha green tea. I sound like the biggest visco white girl ever. I've never had matcha tea before. I've never had Starbucks before until I came to America, where they just littered everywhere. And I went in and I took a little sip and I was like, this is what I was created to do. Drink matcha tea for my entire life. What is the weirdest thing about American culture for you? There's a lot of things that are weird about American culture which I didn't know and which are very different to Australia. One of the things, and I think this might just be a specifically Texan thing, everyone is so polite here and everyone calls everyone sir or ma'am. I've been called ma'am like 14 times and yet everyone here thinks I'm 12. So there's that's weird. Your serving sizes, America's serving sizes is insane. I went out for dinner last night and got a taco, and I'm not kidding, the taco was the size of my head. I got a side of hot chips and the side was big enough to feed 4 people with a lot left over. I got a small meal from Whataburger and the drink was probably the size of this bag. The other thing that I've discovered as well is that the Christian culture in Texas is massive. Like, you go into Walmart and there's like 50 different t-shirts designed that are Christian quotes and Bible quotes and Jesus things. Everyone's got like a cross necklace or like a cross dangling from their car, or like the fish symbol on the back of their car. Every single rodeo or cowboy event does a prayer at the start of it. A town that has like 5,000 people living in it has got like 20 churches. And that's kind of all I can think of off the top of my head. That cauliflower is so spicy. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. This is why I don't order new things. I'm gonna try this beef stuff. And by beef, it's fake beef. That's good. Not very spicy. I can deal with that. Okay, that's good. Also slightly spicy though. Oh my god. Alright, let's keep going. Do you see yourself living in Texas in the future? I don't know. And honestly, the fact that I'm saying I don't know is a surprise in itself. I've always been a very homebody person, but with the desire to travel. But I've been too scared to travel in the first place. I've always been terrified around the idea of traveling and leaving the comfort of my own home and my own space and what I knew and understood. I came to Texas with the impression that I was 100% going to get homesick, that I was 100% going to be fearful and have times where I wanted to go home. In all genuine honesty, there hasn't been a single time here that I've been like, I wish I was home right now, or I wish I didn't come, or I shouldn't have come for this long. I've had nothing but fun, and I've had nothing but, oh my god, I want to stay here for longer. And now that it's my last night here, I don't feel homesick for home. I feel homesick for Texas, which is bizarre, but also kind of proves a point that your limitations are completely set by your own minds, and sometimes those limitations aren't even actual limitations. I put these limitations on myself thinking I could never do something like that. Oh, my brain, my body isn't capable of doing things like that. And when I had a passion that forced me to step out of that comfort zone, I realized that comfort zone's walls were actually paper thin, and all I needed to do was kind of push through it to realize that it wasn't even a comfort zone in itself. It was just something that was holding myself back for whatever reason. Now that I've kind of broken through this massive comfort zone and realized that there's nothing wrong with it and that there's nothing that I wanted to keep within that comfort zone in the first place, kind of shows that maybe there's other comfort zones which I forced upon myself, which all I need to do is break through that wall and realize that there could be something really, really beautiful on the other side of it, you know? That wasn't even the question you asked. As far as moving to America, it's not something that I would do long term. Wild horses and Texas have been my entire life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 4 weeks. That's not what my normal life is like. I have so much going on in my normal life back home which isn't surrounded by horses and isn't surrounded by America and Texas and stuff, which I can't give up at the moment, and I don't want to give up at the moment. I have my autism stuff and my singing things and my acting things, and I have so many projects that I'm working on. Not to mention that I have a dog and 7 horses and a little sister who I would die without. So at this stage of my life, it's not something that I would do permanently, but I would consider doing like an apprenticeship here for like 3 months or something. I'm already definitely coming back next year, and I want to be able to come every year for Worlds if I qualify each year. I've already made so many beautiful friends over here who I already consider my family, so it's definitely a place that I want to go to more and that I want to be more a part of and that I want to have as a part of my life almost as much, if not as much, as Australia already is. I don't know. I'm just kind of taking it one step at a time and seeing what happens when I get back home. Highlight of America and how you found your first solo travel experience. How I found my first solo travel experience, a heck of a lot better than I expected. This is gonna sound so weird and so dumb, but I was expecting to make some sort of like relatable, like inspirational vlog about like, oh my god, America is so hard, but I'm pushing through, and like, it hasn't been hard at all. It has literally not been difficult at all, which I'm very surprised at. Incredibly surprised at. So as far as how I found my first solo travel experience, incredible, brilliant, can't wait to do it again. And the highlight, I guess, is what I've been saying this whole video, is just realizing what I can overcome if I just put my brain to it, and if I just say that it's actually not a limitation and that I'm not going to let myself be held by those limitations, because now I can put that into a lot more things than just this. I can put it into so many things that I've been too scared to try and too scared to do and too scared to let myself think about, and that's really cool. So yeah, I think that's kind of the best thing. Where in the world do you want to travel to next? I've never really been much of a traveler unless it's been for a specific reason. Like, I will travel to Antarctica if it means seeing Louis Tomlinson, which, by the way, I'm gonna cry again, and I don't think it's because of the spicy chicken stuff this time. I got tickets to see Louis Tomlinson in Melbourne, Sydney and Auckland, and the Melbourne tickets are front row. What the heck? Okay, so I literally got those tickets. Those tickets went on sale. I found out that they were going on sale from my friends in the Harry Who group, the ones who I have the matching tattoos with and everything. If you'll know about that, you're a real MVP. You've been here for a while. Anyway, the girls from that called me saying, Louis Tomlinson's coming on tour to Australia, and I was like, pardon me? What? I was on the phone crying my eyes out for ages before the person who was coming to take me to the horses picked me up. The last thing she heard is me saying to them, thank you, I love you, thank you for making me cry. I didn't want to explain to her that I wasn't actually crying over a boyfriend, I was crying over a boy band member. The tickets went on sale. As I was training, I got off in the middle of the arena, got the tickets, panicked, because the Melbourne tickets are seated, not general admission, so you have to get in first if you want good seats. I was like, I'm on the other side of the world, the time zones are different, I'm never gonna get the tickets. I was slamming my phone, trying so hard to get these tickets, and it popped up saying row A, seat number, whatever. I didn't check the pricing, I didn't check what was going on. I just clicked accept, accept, accept. Next thing I know, I've got front row tickets to Louis Tomlinson in Melbourne. I'm gonna cry again. Oh my god. So that happened. And then I also managed to get Sydney and Auckland, and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on with my life? Okay, that's not what I was talking about. Anyway, I will very happily travel anywhere to see like a boy band, or if it's like for a specific reason, but I've never been one to travel just to travel, you know? However, I am leaving for Ireland tomorrow, where I'm going to spend 2 weeks there doing autism talks and meeting up with family and some other people, and then I'm going to Manchester a couple of days after that to see Louis and Liam at the Hits Radio concert. Oh my god, what the heck, what is my life? Ireland is next, Manchester is for 2 days, and then New Zealand next year, but I haven't really got like any like bucket list places that I definitely want to go to. I don't think, like, whatever happens happens, you know. All I know is that I'm definitely going to try and come back to Texas every year, because I have completely fallen in love with Texas and the people and the culture and just how wonderful everyone is. That's kind of the only place that I have absolutely plans that I am definitely traveling to again. Do you get upset about being away from all your family and friends even when it's your dream? Yes, I mean, of course, like I've never been away from this long from my parents before, or any one of my family members before. Obviously, as much as I say it was brilliant and it was incredible and I wasn't homesick and I could stay here for longer if I wanted, obviously there was times where I missed my parents, and obviously there was times where mum would post a video of my dog or Princess or my little sister, and I would be like, oh, I kind of want to see them right now. But like, we still FaceTimed every night. Mum wrote 10 different letters to give to me, so whenever I felt homesick or was missing them, I could open the letter, which was really, really sweet. Yes, there was times where I missed them, but we speak so much and we're so close that we were able to contact each other and talk to each other more often than I would if I was at home. I think eating nothing but burgers for the past few weeks have made my taste buds awful. That's something I want to speak about. Okay, so this is gonna get deep real quick, but that's fine. Some of you may know that I struggled with an eating disorder for 10-ish years, and it got to a point where it was really, really bad, and I was in hospital for a lot of time, a lot of different times, and I've spoken about this recently, saying that I've recovered and that I'm at a healthy weight again, and I eat properly now, and I'm strong and I'm getting my strength back and all that. I still had fear foods, and I still had foods which I would not eat because I felt like they had too many calories or too many carbs or too many this or that or whatever it was that my brain was thinking. And I wasn't necessarily doing it intentionally. I would just eat something else for dinner, or I would just not order that thing on a menu at a restaurant or whatever. Being in America and kind of having to eat these foods which I wouldn't allow myself to at home because it was the only option that I had. Like, I didn't have the luxury of having rice and dal here, or a curry here, or something that's healthy that I would normally eat. I had to eat junk food sometimes, and I had to eat burritos and pizzas and spaghetti and stuff, things that were the only things that were available to me. And after eating them, I was kind of like, oh, the world didn't collapse. The world is still standing. I am still okay. Everything is still fine. And I guess I didn't have that mentality before, and I didn't realize that I was still having those destructive thoughts until I got out of them. And I've been saying for like a year now that like I'm recovered and stuff, and I have been, because I haven't been obsessing over my weight and my body image and stuff. But now I think I can safely say that I genuinely do not look at food the same way that I used to, and that I do not see carbs or calories as being bad. And that's really cool, and I think that that could potentially be the best thing about this trip. The fact that I now have a lot more confidence in myself and a lot more confidence in who I am, as far as my body goes, and as far as my mind goes, and as far as my ability goes. And that's something which I didn't realize I was lacking before I came here, which I think is really, really cool. Yeah, so I'm finished eating, and I've, well, finished saying anything that was half decent before this video even started. Let me know if you guys like this sort of stuff. I know that a lot of people really liked the last one. Let me know if you want to see more of this sort of stuff. And I can definitely do it because it's fun and it's easy and all I have to do is talk and eat, and I'm pretty good at both of those things, although I only started becoming good at that second thing recently, which, yay me, progress. I have a plane to catch in the morning and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited about life and everything that's happening. And that's really cool because I haven't really been excited about this sort of stuff ever before, and it's cool to branch out and realize that your life is an occasion and I'm gonna freaking rise to it. That's it, that's the video. Look after yourselves, stay kind to yourselves, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys in my next video, more than likely in Ireland. Bye.
Just being